Hello everybody, and welcome to another ranked Ravnica Allegiance Draft here on the channel. We are so close to Platinum. We're going to get there in this video. I can feel it. But before I dive into the draft, I do want to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel to get updates whenever I post new content. If the video gets to 50 thumbs up, I'll post a new video tomorrow. So to support the channel and get more content, it's a win-win. Hit that thumbs up button. Also, leave a comment if you have any questions. And if you would like to further support the channel, be sure to check out the channel's Patreon page, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Get access to exclusive extra videos and for more. There'll be a link to that in the description. But let's get into this. I have a good feeling about this one. We may have punted the last one away, but this time we are going to win. And we have a great first pick. Trollbred Guardian is a very good uncommon in this set. 5 mana, 5/5, but it can become a 7/7 trample really quickly because by the time you have 5 mana, you usually have an extra 3 mana lying around. Windstorm Drake is okay, but it's just worse than Chillbringer, and you don't need to prioritize it. Endrace Forerunners is not something I like to go for. Getting to 8 mana is definitely something that's tricky to do in this format. Trollbred is a great place to start. Sunder Shaman's also pretty good, but it is only going into one deck, and Trollbred Shaman is excellent in Simic or Gruul. There's also a Savage Smash in this pack, Trollbred Guardian is going to be the pick. I do like going into green because you can get Sorrowform hybrids really late on Arena, and Biomancer's Familiar is a disgustingly powerful card in the right deck, and we already have a Trollbred Guardian, so I think Biomancer's Familiar is just a windmill slam. It's better than every uncommon and common. Just like you can adapt over and over, and we already have a Trollbred Guardian, so we can just like tap this, activate this for 1, put 2 more counters. This card is definitely going to be the pick here. We can maybe even get this Skitter Eel back. I definitely like taking the Biomancer's Familiar. Though we are by no means committed to Simic, though. This actually might be a deck where we would play Incubation Incongruity because we have such a good creature to get with the Incubation half. I don't think we need to prioritize it, though. It might wheel, but there's not really anything else that I care about, so I guess we'll just pick this up right now. There's also a Grasping Thrill, but that's another one of those cards that's not really a signal that Black-White's open because on Arena, the bots don't take Grasping Thrill. Let's just take the Incubation. Now we have a nice little combo set up. And a Gyre Engineer. Nice little piece of ramp in the Simic combination. People always want me to play Wilderness Reclamation. But I never think that card is very good. Just never really does enough in my opinion. But we're just going to slam this Gyre Engineer. We have a very good Simic deck. And we are pretty much fully committed to Simic at this point. Okay, so this is an interesting pick. We could take a Slime Bind just for some extra stalling. We could take a Regenesis. Nice way to get back a couple of our permanent combos, like a Biomancer Familiar or a Trollbred Guardian if it dies. It is a bit slow at 5 mana, though. I've never actually played Regenesis. It could be good, though, in this type of deck where we have such good combinations of cards. Then there's just taking a Gate in case we wanted to splash. I don't really want to splash because we have such heavy color requirements already. And then we could just take the Slime Bind. Let's try Regenesis. I think that could be good in this build. And getting a Skatewing Spy, another great adaptability. Making that one 2 cheaper is really good because making this only 4 is pretty effective. So we'll take this. Hopefully we can get a Steeple Creeper on the wheel from the earlier packs. And now a Skitter Eel. This is really going well. I'm glad we have this Incubation because finding the Biomancer's Familiar is going to be so good in our deck. And now we can either pick up a 2-drop. We currently do not have any, but I don't really like Territorial Boar. I don't like Quench either. Blade Juggler should not be in this pack. This card's incredible, but I'm not really reading into that too much. We're just going to take Gift of Strength. And now a Steeple Creeper, a very good card in a Simic deck. 3 mana 4/2 is like a passable body, and giving it flying in the late game is a pretty nice threat. And Senate Griffin, I'll play it in my blue-green deck. Sure, but that's the benefit of hybrid mana. Really don't like Growth Spiral. I don't really like Quench either, though. You just really need to be able to get on the board early, and Growth Spiral doesn't really help you with that. We do have a decent number of 4-drops to kind of ramp into. Because Growth Spiral is not really ramp unless you already have the lands in hand. Okay, we'll take it speculatively over the Rebel guy. Could be just correct to have taken the Rebel guy. I actually totally zoned on the fact that the Rebel guy was in the pack, which is kind of funny. Thought Collapse could be good with all this activated abilities. Okie doke. Now there's an adaptive Biomancy. Applied Biomancy. I really like this card. It's nothing else is even close in this pack. We're not really looking to splash right now. This is just a really good flexible card. It can buy us a lot of time, and I'm just going to take it here over a Titanic Brawl. Lizrog, I think, is a little bit too slow for this deck. We already have a lot of really slow things that are going to be very powerful. That being said, I guess we could take a Sylvan Brush Strider, get some life gain, early defense. That just seems better to me than the Lizrog, even though it could just be truly massive. And now a Skitter Eel or a Chillbringer. I'm just going to take the Chillbringer, some nice tempo, some anti-flyer stuff. We could maybe struggle with flyers potentially, so we're just going to take the Chillbringer here and maybe wheel the Skitter Eel. Okay, there's a Gate Colossus. I don't think we need Gate Colossus, and it'll make us run some clunky gates that we don't want to run. So we're just going to take a Sage Savant, some early defense, scries us into our combo pieces. And another Gyre Engineer, more ramp. This card is quite good in this deck. Arrest Admonition's a fine card as well. But I'm liking this deck quite a bit, and now we can pick up a Simic Guildgate to just help our mana a tiny bit. Yeah, nothing else we really want in this pack. And now it's between Arrested Admonition, Code of Constraint, and Sage Savant. So we already have one Sage Savant. You don't really want too many of them. Arrested Admonition is quite good as well. This card, I think I'd rather just run the Arrested Admonition. We're going to be trying to buy tempo. Making him recast it is better than just tapping it down, even though this can be used as a combat trick. We're not going to be trying to use it as a combat trick, I don't think. Well, we'll take that, but we're not going to play it. And now Titanic Brawl came back. We will play that. Just a fine removal spell in this deck. This is disrespectful to Blade Juggler. Guess we'll take the gate. I don't like Swirling Torrent. It's never really performed for me. Wow, these are some late good cards. So we need 5 cards going into pack 3. Haha, Kaya's Wrath. We're not going to be playing that. We could just play an Arrested Admonition, wheel a Steeple Creeper from this pack. That seems solid to me. Gateway Sneak, eh? We're just going to take a Sorrowful Hybrid for another 2-drop. We don't really have the tools to utilize Gateway Sneak, only 1 gate. Not a ton of tempo elements. And Sorrowful Hybrid's always just a great card. Sure, we'll take another Chillbringer. Chilly Bee. Nothing for us. We'll just take another gate. So we do have 2 gates. But I still don't think we want to splash Law Mage's Binding. Guess we're not going to main deck any of these cards. Like if we were, I guess Open the Gates could get our splash thing, but I don't think this deck needs to splash, so I'm just going to take a combat trick that we're probably not going to play. Now I will get an Essence Capture. This is actually a pretty good counterspell just because it counters creatures, which is the most relevant card type in Limited. Okay, so we have, we're just going to take a Rebel Slinger, I think. Yeah, we have a decent number of 3s, but Rebel Slinger just giving some reach is kind of nice. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we need to splash in this deck. Not really talking about these last picks because none of these cards are making our deck. If we do run the Growth Spirals, we'll want to go up to 18 lands. I could see this as a very potent 18 land deck. Just because we have so much adapt. This is a 1-drop for us. We don't really need Gift of Strength. We don't really need 2 Rebel Slingers. Okay, so we're going to maybe try something that I've never tried before, which is playing Growth Spiral. I don't like it. How many 2-drops do we have? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll play both the Growth Spirals. We'll go up to 18 lands. I think with Growth Spiral in your deck, you want to go to 18 lands. We'll cut the Rubble Slinger. And what'll be our last cut? Probably one of our dorky 3-drops. We'll cut up Rush Strider. We have more islands, more blue mana things, so we'll go up to 9. Oh, I kind of want to add Prying Eyes. That was the last card I wanted to add, because we are going to be ramping, and so getting that Prying Eyes out relatively early could be good. Let's cut Steeple Creeper. Okay. I think this deck is good. I've never actually played Growth Spiral, but I think this could be a good home for it. Because I think our deck kind of wants 18 lands anyway, just because we have so much Adapt. Okay, we'll keep this. We have one of our best cards in our opener. Whew. Simic is actually one of my best matchups here, because they won't have a good kill spell for Biomancer's Familiar, probably. Okay. We'll attack. Give our guy +1/+1. That's better than just bouncing it, I think. Ooh. No attacks. And they concede. That's one of the wins we needed. Man, we are 2 wins away from that sweet, sweet platinum. And then I can just focus on M20 content, folks. I know you want the M20 content. I just really want to get to platinum. I'm going to go get more ice water because it's hot as heck here. Oh, excellent hand. Yes. The Sadro Savant scrying me to victory. Also, Growth Spiral makes my deck a little bit smaller by just cycling so that we can get closer to our combos. Our matchup against blue decks seems incredible. Well, we are going to put that on top and then that on top. Definitely want both of those guys. Esper Control. This is generally okay. That's fine. We were trying to play. If they had Grotesque Demised, I think that would have been a mistake. It's generally worth it to take the 2 damage to try and kill their 3-drop that they might play. But now we can really go to town. Eyes Everywhere gets so much worse against a deck that is that color. Okay, we're just going to play the Skitteriel. It's got the highest power. My opponent is stuck on lands. We could have held up Applied Biomancy. But every point of damage matters, I think. Maybe we're supposed to hold it up to play around Grotesque Demise. Let's just attack. We don't need to adapt right now. Sure. We can apply Biomancer our own guy. So my opponent is desperately looking for lands here. They keep it on top, which means it's probably a land, yeah. Bounce our own guy. Hello, troll bread. I've always liked a bit of troll bread in the morning. It's just a very good taste. We are one land short from adapting that this turn. So they can't do it at instant speed. It'd be much better if they could. Wow, this is where you just see how bad Ill-Gotten Inheritance is. Thank you, opponent, for playing this so I can show all these people. Okay, we're so far ahead here. That we're just going to hold up our counterspell. No need to get wrecked by Kai's Wrath unnecessarily. And if they use eyes everywhere, we can just pay the mana to get it back. When you can put him dead on board without tapping out, just... Yes, we're one win away! Uno wins! Hoo-hoo-hoo! I feel we are one win away. That didn't make any sense, logically speaking. One thing to note, I wouldn't have played around a Wrath, or, like, if I hadn't had a counterspell, I would have just played out a creature, but because I had the counter, I think waiting is worth it. Okay. We'll keep this. We're on the play. This hand can ramp out a turn 4 Prying Eyes. On the draw, I think I would mulligan this hand, though. It's just a bit slow. Though it's really hard to mulligan hands in Limited that have like a 3-drop, but on the draw, it's probably too slow. Because we're just kind of spinning our wheels. We do have a lot of good, like, board-affecting draws. Ho ho! Hello there, Growth Spire. We're going to play it now to play around Quench. If they counter this with Quench, Fairy Duelist, sure. That is probably not the best use of a Fairy Duelist I've ever seen. Oh. Well, this is going to be a challenge. End turn. So we can set up a Regenesis by discarding 2 cards with our Prying Eyes. Okay, I think we have to just use our Prying Eyes here. We have to be them making a 1/2 flyer every turn. Okay, what do we discard? Thought Collapse seems like something I won't be able to hold up. Let's just get rid of Regenesis. We already cast our card draw. Oh, that is some delicious troll bread right there. So we can play Troll Bread Guardian and Titanic Brawl. There's no way to cast more spells than that in a turn. We could Skitter Eel, adapt Skitter Eel, fight this. We go these three. Let's just cast the Troll Bread Guardian and then hold up our Applied Biomancer, our Titanic Brawl, and our adapting of it. Because a 5/5 does attack this Dovin relatively well. Brutal. We are going to kill this Spirit of the Spires, which will make this more relevant once it does gain trample. This is at 8, so this seems like a solid enough play. We don't want him to get to look at the top 10. And if he is going to look at the top 10, he's going to have to lose his Dovin. I guess he's going to probably take that exchange. Yeah.
You are no match for my foresight.
But we are behind a little bit, but we can bounce back for sure. Our board is far superior to his. There were some lines where we like applied Biomancer to get an extra power, but I think we just want to play efficient cards, efficient creatures. Save our bounce to stop any law runes. Ooh, I've never seen that animation before. That's a sad one. That's a sad moment. I'm not going to lie about that. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good moment for us. Okay. We're down a couple cards, but we have a lot of big creatures, and we even have this flyer. We're just going to play this, adapt it immediately. That's a really good draw this guy was. We're going to hold up Applied Biomancer to protect our little synergy that we got going. Sure. Well, that's hilarious. That was a really weak turn from them. Oh my gosh. So we're just going to play this guy. Think of our big guy flying. Then we'll play this. No attacks. We're just going to keep holding up our applied Biomancer to protect this guy from removal. Sure. How does this guy... Oh, he doesn't have flying. Okay. Whew, I was worried for a second. So we're going to bounce this wind thing. Which creature should get +1/+1? We'll give it to this guy. Turn that. One, 2, 6. I take 6 here. Let's block the bigger guy. We'll keep his guy tapped. We can use this. Let's adapt him. How much do we have? 6, 13, 14, 15. Let's attack for 7. Both of these guys. He has 2 damage in the air, and we have a blocker, so he'd have to get a... Oh, he has this guy, though. So then he would just need a removal spell, plus this guy. Okay. I guess we should have used this on our turn because he doesn't have any ground creatures anyway. Right. This is a crazy game. So, we can adapt this. So my opponent has 1, 2, 3 things with flying. Let's just not waste the mana here. Because right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4 flying attackers. Shoot, we don't have enough blockers. Oh, no, we do. Yeah, we do. No attacks. We're just making massive creatures here. We have a 9/9. We don't need it any bigger than that. Actually, we kind of want to just go all in on one creature, potentially. Now this guy has to be chumped, which is good for us. Oh. Hello. So this thing's actually a relevant ground creature now. So he'll chump with this. No need to get aggressive here. We're just going to hold this up as an instant speed trick for if he goes for an alpha attack. Sure. That only has adapt 2. Let's just get this one all adapted up to lethal range. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flyers. I can let this one through. And I have 4 flying blockers, so I'll be able to kill one of them. And then take this one, and then kill them on the backswing. I think we want to start getting this guy into lethal range. Now he's going to attack all out. If I've done my math right, we have the win. We will exile this guy. Oh, that was not. We could have exiled this one too, because then we could have also taken a Fairy Duelist hit. But I think that this also works. Do not know why I would block like that when I could block like this just as easily. Boom! Let's go! We played that exactly how we wanted to. And now we're in Platinum. Let's go. Oh yeah. Platinum lifestyle. Feeling the rhythm. Oh yes. That's the synergy our deck is built around. Oh, that is such a disgusting synergy. Oh my gosh. I gotta get more ice water. Because the ice that's flowing through my veins is taking all of the moisture. Ice in the veins. We're facing some diamond competition. We're on the play. We're going to mulligan. We had 2 forests and all like expensive cards. This hand is far superior. We'll keep that on top. We don't mind drawing lands. And we're going to be able to scry away extra cards with our Sagro Savant. Don't want that because it's double blue and we don't have double blue. And we don't really want that because it's we don't really want a combat trick type step effect. We'd rather either draw lands or our synergy pieces. Sorry about that. Kill it. Make my day. Oh yes. That's what I like to see. This Regenesis is only growing in power. If we're going to attack with this on our turn, we definitely want to adapt first so that we don't get hit by a summary judgment. Am I in the camera? I am. My shirt is unbuttoned. Whoops. Okay, they bounced it, looking for lands, and whiffed. That's marvelous for us. If they miss another land drop, we'll just win, probably. We won that last game even after my opponent ulted a Dovin. Aw, man, if he'd whiffed on lands, he would have had to discard to hand size. We'll hold up the Titanic Brawl or the Growth Spiral. Growth Spiral is pretty useless here, but it does get us closer to our Biomancer's Familiar, which is a nice perk. The bonus land drop, so good. We do have this Regenesis for use at some point in the future. My opponent has only 4 lands in play. As the saying goes, mana screw beats mana flood. Because as soon as he draws lands, he'll be able to cast all his powerful spells. Meanwhile, I have 8 lands in play. Looking for my Biomancer's Familiar. Or a Sorrowful Hybrid or something. If he counters it, we'll get back 2 cards with our Regenesis, which is always good. And if he counters with Thought Scour, we can maybe even get better options. Perfect. That's actually really good for us. Oh yes, we're doing it now so we don't get countered on it again, because it is a really important spell. Well, those are both great. We are going to not cast Sorrowform into open mana here, because if he does have a counter, it gives him a target for it, whereas now he might just have to discard to hand size again. One second, I'll be right back. Hi, Dad. Welcome back. I'm recording right now, so. So don't bug me. Okie doke. Now we will just attack for 1 and pass the turn. Actually, we'll just get both of these guys into play. Or if he counters this, we'll get the Trollbred into play, which is more important anyway. Because he might not have a second counterspell. 2 counterspells is kind of rare. So he had it. Maybe we should have waited. Ugh. Hello. Brittle. So we got max punished for that play. We were thinking about not casting anything, but I don't usually play around a second Thought Collapse because I don't think it's optimal to run more than 1 usually. Those are some good mills he hit. The problem is I don't really have any board control here. My turn. There we go. That is exactly what I needed. Now we can make Skitter Eel into a big threat too. I like this animation for trample. So we're just going to start making the Skitter Eel big. Because we already have 1/7/7. We don't need to go all in on one guy and have it get Law Mage's Bindings or something like that. Both of our bounce spells are on the bottom of our deck. No, only one of them, never mind. And we have 2 Arrester's Admonition. Interesting, interesting. So we can just give it stuff to this guy. Let's just wait. Wow, Absorb. Sure. That is a card I do not care about. So my opponent now has 7 mana, but I have a big removal spell in my hand. I can kill anything he plays. So now he can Summary Judgment my Biomancer's Familiar. We'll attack with all 3. That's funny. I was trying to make it so he couldn't crack a locket on his end step, but it looks like he will be anyway. Oh, he's just drawing a bunch of cards, sure. He needs to kill the Biomancer Familiar and the Trollbred Guardian, though. Looks like they have a lot of spells in hand. He is fighting through the slime. This Skitter Eel is dedicated. Digging for an answer. I like the sound of that. The combo! Look how many cards he's drawn. He has 11 left. This is including the fact that he milled 6 of our cards. Sure. Boom! Let's go. Getting the victory. Who needs card draw? Am I right? Oh my gosh. I was worried that game too because he countered my spell on that one turn. I was like, oh man, I messed it up. Heck yes. This deck is great. Growth Spiral dug us the perfect amount of cards so that our Biomancer Familiar didn't get milled. Actually, I don't know if that's strictly true, but we'll go with it. Well, this hand's great. Rakdos. We will see if we can draw an extra land here. Nope, not really. This is where Growth Spiral doesn't really do anything. Just digs you towards a land. Like if we'd been able to play an extra land there, that would have been something. As it is, we're getting beat down by Mardu aggro as it goes. Don't skewer me, bro. Wow, Carnivaled. That's even worse. Ah, that's such a brutal. Oh my gosh, this guy's just playing all the colors of mana. All 5 colors of mana. We're going to just get the Griffin into play to scry for another land. I think it's better than playing the Skatewing Spy. We'll just take an extra damage from this thing. Because we don't really want to block anyway. And we can start to establish our own counter-strike. I like the little red thing that comes out of it. It's like, oh, this is so good. Well, that was not very nice of you, opponent. They even exiled it. Man, imagine if our Chillbringer had lived. We would have been in such good shape. Okay. No attack, sadly. Our Regenesis is going to be pretty good here. Hopefully. I don't think we have good odds of winning this game, though. I'm not optimistic. Missing that land drop, I think, kind of hurt us. And we will Regenesis them back. Huh. Let's just bounce that and then counter it on the way back down. We don't want to... If we can draw some lands, we can cast like a spell in the same turn as some of these things. We have the counter spell up too. Oh my gosh, getting rid of that Grotesque Demise off the top was clutch. I don't know why we did that at sorcery speed. No reason to, really. Well, that's not a good sign for us. We'll get our scrying on. We just need an answer to that Blood Mist Infiltrator. So we're dead in 3 turns. This is too slow. We're looking for a bounce spell. We have 3 of those left. No, we have 2 of those left. Why is he not attacking with that guy? These are fine blocks. No, Plague White. Big draw. Oh my gosh. I don't think we are in good shape here. We're at least not dead. Biomancer's going to trade with the Plague White. Oh no. Oh, he went face. Come on, admonition. A GG. Or the fight spell maybe was our only out. Well, it happens. You can't win them all. Bloodmist Infiltrator. Eh? You know what they say, blood mist comes before the fall. Gotta get more water. I've learned the importance of hydration and of mulliganing sketchy hands. Keep that sketchy 6 because I don't like going to 5 in this type of match. We can just draw out of this some percentage of the time, and that percentage is higher than the percentage of us winning on a mull to 5. Wow, this is a cool little... What's that even? That's a nice little counter thing for it. Opponent's playing multicolor blue, maybe? I don't know what this means. Blue, green, and blue-white are the typical combinations. So if they play a different color than that, that'll be... Oh, it's a Gatebreaker Ram deck. We'll get this Gyre Engineer into play. If they're playing the Gateway Plaza just for the Gatebreaker Ram, that's a little bit odd. Okay. Oh, that is a good draw for the future. Because we can bounce it and then counter it, but we don't have another blue source. So let's go about finding that, shall we? We're just looking for a blue source. So yeah, they've got the Gatebreaker Ram, they've got the Pteramander. Pteramander has one counter thing for it now. No block. No blocks. Champ. Sport. Buddy, old pal. Okay. Well, there we go. We will disguise it bounce this guy. Then we will hold up our counter. And the counter will make this into a 4-3, which makes it big enough to deal with that. Hopefully he tries to cast pre-combat. But that's not something I expect from a Platinum player. It's just a bit hard to... I've done it before, but, you know. Brutal. I have to counter that now. At least they don't get to attack me this turn. At least that's some upside. No attacks. Oh no. Oh dear. That could go very poorly for us. All the mana in the world. This Regenesis not looking spectacular. Oh dear. Oh dear. I wonder what they're casting here. It makes me regret waiting on this. Oh. Oh, it's the fight spell. So we need blue mana. Regenesis back our guys. I think we can't win this game. Yeah, this is just bad. This is bad. Yeah. Okie doke. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a game. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Brutal. Well, we still have one loss to go. We're back and going into round number 7. Backs are to the wall. Lost 2 in a row. Sadness. Oh, man. Gonna hopefully win this round. But we've already made it to platinum, so I'm glad we won the 4 and then started losing. Made it a lot easier on me. We're keeping this. Whoa! Woo! That's fun. Oh, if you click the bird, he flies away. Oh, nice. That's cool. Always good to experiment with what's cooking. We will just cast our guy. There's not really a 3-drop we need to counter. Let's just cast Skatewing. We want to get more value out of the Chillbringer activity, and also this lets us hold up our counter magic. Okay, we don't want to go too all in on one creature right now. Well, that makes me more likely to trade this guy off. Yeah, that's what I thought you'd do, opponent. We almost are able to hold up Arrester's Admonition to protect it. As is, we'll just hold up our counter spell. We don't want to draw lands, so. Sure. This game is going to be determined in the air, not by some measly ground blocker. Whoa. We'll just hold up our Skatewing Spy and our counter spell now. Ooh, red mana. Flip a coin for each creature that isn't a demon. Yeah, we're going to have to counter that one. Sorry, Rakdos, but no bueno for me. That's not happening. Jeez, that was such a good thing we were prepared. Not going to trade off this Senate Griffin. Of course they have that card. That's fun. That's a fun one to play against. Jeez. Well, our only hope is to somehow... Oh, we're too slow. We are not in time. So we're taking 2 a turn here. This is magnificent. Truly inspiring stuff, I must say. So wait, so we can block. We might have to block here, then block there, then fight, because it'll be a 4/5. So if we get our second Chillbringer, we still lose badly. So they have Rakdos and that other card. Let's go for it. In the face of an Ethereal Absolution. Oh, that was a joke. Well, not much we could have done about that. We had to counter the Rakdos, and then they just happened to have a second overpowered bomb. But yeah, we managed to get into Platinum, which is what's really important. I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it all the way to the end, say hashtag Platinum in the comment section down below to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to start making M20 content now that I'm in the rank that I want to be at. I was just trying to make sure I got that risk factor card art thing, because it's always cool to have those. So yeah, be sure to thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section down below. I do want to give a big shout out to my patrons. Patreon.com/NicolaiBolas is a great place you can go to support the channel. Patrons that support at the $10 per month or more level, which is, if you really think about it, is like 10 cents per video, because I make like 20 plus videos a month. So it's like maybe more, slightly less, like 5 cents a video. I don't even know, but it's it depends. There's different levels, but if you support $10 per month, you get put into the credits. So thank you so much to Eric for doing that, and all my other patrons as well. So thank you so much for your support over there. But yes, let's open these packs, or this pack singular. We have made it into Platinum, and this is our reward pack. Oh right, it's not exciting because we have all the rares. Well, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.